I made CTD Towers fight. So I decided to use the Hunger Games simulator to simulate this with 36 different towers and to see which one's the best. This is how it went. The bloodbath starts out pretty simple, with most towers either running away or staying behind to gather loot for the following adventures and fights. We somewhat get our first death with John Roblox sadly dying from a landmine, which is pretty obvious. Then, Shocker and Blaster decide to commit a double suicide, and these only work at the end of the game, and considering it's only the bloodbath, they die for nothing. Day 1 starts out with Juggernaut about to kill Steve, but he doesn't because he's nice. Then we see our other towers doing their day-to-day things. Then, Bandit kills Infernus using a trap, which is so obvious, but Infernus decides to get killed anyways. Then, Hunter dies from a really bad way. And we see some fishing as well. Night 1 starts out with Miner just destroying
Oh no!
Bro for no reason. And Prelate and Grenadier about to drink some water, but he dies because it was poisoned. Then Recon starts to let Ninja into his shelter, while Gunner also lets Archer into his shelter. Then Priest wants Juggernaut to kill either Bandit or Spearman, but he doesn't because he is nice. So Priest kills him instead. Then Mercenary and Recon decide to commit a truce for that night. Then we see Hot Rash and Cyborg about to fight, but Hot Rash wins because of logic. Then we see Sniper, King, Farmer, and Ducky telling ghost stories to lighten the mood. And to end the day off, Warrior decides to give Programmer this really healthy drink that is not poisonous, and Programmer does not die. Day 2 starts with Thief and Recon about a battle, but Recon escapes. Then we see Phantom and Intoxicator also about a battle, but Intoxicator escapes. Then we see Soulmaster finally about to get his first food source, protected by 10 walls of thorns. Then we see Mercenary, Scout, Farmer, and Warrior about to have like a really big 2v2, which the new towers win, which is interesting. Then we see this entire group of 8 towers just hunting other tributes. Night 2 starts out with Warrior getting tired and falling asleep. Then Sniper destroys Prophet supplies while he's asleep. Intoxicator and Snowman accidentally eat toxic berries. We see Spearman and Priest getting lost in the dark. Dumpster Fire tries to protect himself because these 3 need a fire. And then Grenadier gets demolished by Ducky. And finally, Miner just died of dysentery. Day 3 starts out with King trying to let Archer kill Thief or Priest, but he is nice like literally everybody else. So, Archer dies. Then Hot Rash and Fire about to fight, but since he can walk, he runs away. Then we see Phantom accidentally falling and stubbing his toe. Then we see Bandit and Bomber about to fight, but Bomber runs away. And we see Soulmaster seeing smoke in the distance, but ignores it even though he might die. Night 3 starts with Gunner and Spearman trucing for the night. Soulmaster dying from exhaustion, Recon getting spared by Phantom, Sniper and Thief about to fight, but Thief kills him first. We see Ducky falling and getting impaled and dying. Before it starts, with Soulmaster and Dumpster about to fight, the Dumpster runs away.
Bruh.
Then we see 2 game shows with varied responses, and very people die.
Bruh.
We then see Thief stealing Recon supplies while he was not looking at them. And how much worry about a fight, but we already know what happens. And then Ninja falls to his death. And since you probably lost track, here are the 14 towers left remaining. We see Bandit and letting Warrior into a shelter that probably wasn't stolen. Then we see Phantom about to kill someone, but doesn't. Then we see Prophet finally tracking down Bomber, being able to kill him. Then we see Scout and Dumpster Fire about to fight, but they don't. We see Bandit and Soulmaster talking while Hot Rash socks them. Then we see Warrior and Thief about to fight, but Thief already dies first because of boredom. And then Gunner practices archery, not marksmanship, because he can't do that now apparently. And King is nice, intense Phantom themes. And Spearman finds a cave, which is cool. Pack of wolves are let out, and we see some deaths and some people surviving. These 5 survived because of Bandit's shelter, while Warrior and Soulmaster are arguing, and the wolves catch up, and they eventually will die. Phantom is demolished by Dumpster Fire, so he is left to die from the wolves. And then we see Hot Rash and Gunner about to fight during this, but Hot Rash kills him, and then Gunner is left to the wolves. Now, these are the final 7 towers remaining for this event. Night 5 was probably the most brutal of all these nights, even with not too much deaths, because 4 of them died. Over half of the towers are gone. So, we see how this happened. Bandit first dies of hunger, then we see Spearman setting off an explosive to kill King. We see Hot Rash jump into a frozen lake, and April's Recon kills Prophet for no reason. Then, these are the final 3 towers remaining, which are Spearman, April Fool's Recon, and Dumpster Fire. And then from day 6 to night 7, nothing happened. Until day 8. It starts out with Spearman finding a cave inside of his other cave that he first found, and April Fool's Recon just dies. Dumpster Fire dies from the first cause from the first death, which is landmine. Which means Spearman is the best tower that would survive in CTD logically, even though this is based on RNG and I could make a different game and get a completely different result. Award.